Welcome to my views and news, another video for you. Thursday's first video of first news stories about the talks due to be held between Ethiopian federal government and Tigray regional government representatives. A new date has been announced by the African Union. Around 2 weeks ago, a date was announced, but consensus could not be created and talks were postponed. Now, a new date has been announced. Will Tigray respond positively to this new date of talks? Announcement of a new date of talks. Secondly, Ethiopian and Eritrean forces have advanced from Shire in eastern direction. They have taken control of a town between Shire and Aksum. Details for you. And thirdly, a video of TDF soldiers is being shown. The video shows Tigray fighters mistreating ENDF soldiers. We'll talk about that. Firstly, viewers, African Union has finalized a new date of talks between Tigray regional and Ethiopian federal government representatives. Around 2 weeks ago, African Union wrote letters to Tigray regional government, Ethiopian federal government, and mediators who will monitor these talks. Tigray raised some questions because Tigray was not consulted about the date of talks in advance. Tigray raised questions about the role of mediators, about who will mediate, about some logistical and security issues too. Uhuru Kenyatta, former president of Kenya, said that he was unable to attend the talks in South Africa because he was also not consulted in advance. So talks were postponed around 2 weeks ago, around 10 days ago. Now a new date has been announced by African Union, and just 2 days ago we saw a statement from Ridwan Hussein, Ethiopian National Security Advisor. He had said that Ethiopian federal government was waiting for announcement of date of talks. Now announcement has come. African Union has conveyed to Ethiopian federal government that talks will be held in South Africa on the 24th of October. Today is 20th of October, so it means that after 3 days, talks, around 4 days, talks will be held if parties agree to attend the talks. Ethiopian government has responded positively to this announcement of talks. Ridwan Hussein, in a message, reaffirmed government's commitment to participate in talks. At the same time, he said that some people were bent on launching false allegations against the defense measures being taken by government forces, and they were trying to preempt the talks. What does he mean? I think he seems to be saying that defense measures will continue, that the operation ongoing in Tigray, it will continue, and those who want an end to this operation in Tigray are trying to undermine the talks. That is what I understood. So Ethiopian federal government is ready to be part of talks without stopping military operations in Tigray. Government's position is that it is ready to be part of talks for a negotiated ceasefire. It can talk, but no immediate stopping of war. Of course, African Union must have communicated to Tigray regional government as well about the date of talks. Question is, what will Tigray regional government do? Will it agree to these talks while Tigray forces are losing towns and cities on daily basis and Tigray forces are under pressure? Will it raise questions like it did last time? So coming hours crucial. I will update you once Tigray government officially responds to this announcement of talks. Uhuru Kenyatta last time released a public statement saying that he was not consulted in advance. Let's see Has he been consulted now? Is he going to be a part of the talks the 24th of October? That remains to be seen. Mainly, Tigray's response is crucial. What will Tigray do? Updates in coming videos about Tigray's response once we see the official statement of the Tigray regional government. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian and Eritrean forces are advancing from Shire. As I reported around 48 hours ago, that from Shire, EDF and ENDF were moving in two directions. Firstly, to the east towards Aksum, and secondly, to the south towards Takeze. They want to clear the entire road, Shire, Edarkai road, and they have made some gains, territorial gains in eastern direction. Reportedly, they have entered Selekleka town. I hope pronunciation is correct. Selekleka, I think. Selekleka is on B30 highway, almost midway between Aksum and Shire. Target of Ethiopian and Eritrean militaries, main target is Aksum after Shire. But they have managed to reach Selekleka, and towards Selekleka they have been trying to move from two directions, one from Shire and the other one from the north as well, from Eritrean border to for days. Even before Shire was captured, EDF and ENDF, they were trying to reach Selekleka to cut off Tigray forces supply lines from the east. Now reportedly they have reached Selekleka. Can we say all areas between Selekleka and Shire are under Tigray control? Difficult to say, because sometimes some units are trapped and fighting goes on, like we're seeing in Koram, that still Tigray forces in Koram, though they have been cut off. They're encircled because Ethiopian felt forces, they have reached close to Machu, and all Tigray forces in Koram are encircled. Can they launch an offensive from Koram to break the siege? That remains to be seen. So technically TDF is in Koram, but TDF is not in control of the surroundings of Koram. TDF is under siege there. So that is why though ENDF and EDF have reached Selekleka, we cannot say that all areas to the west of Selekleka to the east of Shire are under EDF, ENDF control. Road could be under their control, but some areas to the east and west of the road might be contested. Next target is obviously Aksum, a city with a rich past. It is Tigray's heart, you can say. Not strategic, but it has emotional value, it has psychological value. If Aksum falls, obviously it will have psychological repercussions, psychological effect on the people of Tigray, on Tigray forces. Shire was strategic, and Aksum is of emotional value for Tigray people, Tigray forces. Thirdly, viewers, a video of Tigray soldiers is being shared. The video shows Tigray soldiers beating, mistreating ENDF soldiers. A female soldier can also be seen being beaten by Tigray fighters. Firstly, it should be condemned. Mistreatment of POWs must be condemned, no matter who commits it, especially if you are physically abusing, if you're torturing female soldiers. It should be condemned more. First point. Second point, keeping in view what we have seen in Ethiopia in recent months, this video is of no significance. Why? Because we have seen people killed extrajudicially in broad daylight. We have seen POWs killed. Fano fighters were seen killing people. ENDF soldiers were seen in the first phase of the conflict killing Tigray fighters. Somewhere in Tigray, I think we shared some clips and videos around a year ago. No action was taken. In this video, we could not see any extrajudicial killing. All parties to Ethiopian conflict are involved in human rights abuses. People have been killed after they were captured, they were arrested. And you can talk about the gravity. Only difference is the gravity, the intensity of the involvement. Otherwise, the scale of the involvement. Otherwise, all parties have been involved. International human rights organizations have published reports about Tigray fighters, about Eritrean soldiers, about ENDF soldiers who were involved in lootings, in rape, in other human rights abuses. So the video is not very significant, though it should be condemned. What is happening should be condemned. POWs should be treated with respect. They are forced to fight, especially these ENDF soldiers. There is so much unemployment that people have no option but to join federal forces, regional forces. So they're not fighting because they are motivated. Most of them are fighting because they want to make both ends meet. They want to earn something, so they have to join the forces. That is why they're easily captured as well as prisoners. That is why I think Tigray fighters should treat these POWs with respect. At the same time, Ethiopian federal regional forces, Eritrean, should also show Tigray fighters how many have been captured, where are they? Are they safe, or are they being put out of action? Thank you for watching.